Let's look at a few reasons to learn Python. Can you think of any company which is using Python? Let me tell you, big IT companies such as Google, Facebook, Amazon, Spotify and Instagram, all of them have Python as an integral part of the system. Even the non-IT industries such as gaming, science and graphic have made Python a central part of their system. It should come as no surprise that as of 2018, Python was the second most popular language next to Java. The rise of Python is fast and wide. You have seen how popular Python is. The reason for its popularity is that Python is a simplistic, powerful and a productive tool. The code readability of Python makes it easier to express concepts in fewer lines of code. All this means is it takes little effort to write code in Python as compared to other languages. This implies that you can write less code in less time, making it easier to work. You have seen that Python is a simple yet productive and powerful tool. That is the reason why it is preferred in the data science community. Python has become the default for artificial intelligence and machine learning. It is easier to combine solutions of AI or ML with existing or new products when both are written in Python. Let's look at a few language-specific features of Python. Earlier, we had mentioned that Python is object-oriented, interpreted, portable, and multi-domain. Now let's look at them one by one. Let's start with object-oriented. When we say Python is object-oriented, what do we mean? In real world, object means anything that we can see, feel, touch or sense. Like this book or a pencil like this. Objects are also defined by their behavior. Certain objects can only behave certain way. Let's take an example of a bag. A bag can be filled fully to its capacity or emptied out completely or even partially for that matter. Its behavior is defined by its capacity. Either you can fill it or empty it according to your needs. Now bringing this concept into programming would mean to represent or model real world objects by defining their behavior so that they can be manipulated. Now this may seem complex. Let me give you another example. Let's take the example of us humans. We have limbs, hands, legs, we have ears and we have eyes. So you can say that these are our attributes, but these have also some functionality. We can see with our eyes, we can walk with our legs and we can move our hands or clap it like this. So in programming, objects can be said to have data and their associated behaviors. So in the simplest sense, when we say Python is object-oriented, we imply that we can represent or model real-world complex systems using Python. We also said that Python is an interpreted language. An interpreted language would require a translator so that the code written can be understood by the machine. Now we write Python code using English language or English words, but the machine only understands zeros and ones. So how do we make the machine understand English and execute our program? That's where the translator comes in. When we write the code in English, the translator translates it into a language that can be understood by the machine or your computer. Only after it is translated, the machine executes the program. Python falls under the category of interpreted bytecode. The Python code is first translated into an intermediate bytecode, a .pyc file. Then this bytecode is interpreted line by line by the interpreter and then executed. The advantage of this feature is it is easier to debug the Python code. The trade-off is that the translation steps make it a little slower. The fact that Python is an interpreted language makes it portable. That would mean that a code which is written on a Mac platform or a Windows platform can be moved to another platform, a Linux for example, and be executed with little or no changes. All it requires to execute the code is the translator to be installed on that particular system. Now let's come to the multi-domain feature of Python. The use of Python is not just limited or restricted to software development. Python is deployed across multiple domains. To state a few, Python is used in web and internet development, database access, games, graphical user interface, scientific computing, and many more. It is also used in network programming. Now, having stated a few features of Python and its use cases, I hope you are encouraged to start learning Python.